Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Chef Paolo's Kitchen. We're going to do a little grilled cheese tonight. So most of you, when you think about grilled cheese, you probably think, Wonder Bread, a little American cheese, some tomato soup, the all-American classic. I'm going to kick it up a notch. We're going to elevate it a little bit tonight. And, as always in my little videos, I scrounged through my fridge and found a couple little odds and ends. And I encourage you to do the same. Anytime you're cooking, throw little bits of stuff in there and just experiment around. See how it goes. So first thing, I got my pan going, right? So I actually found an awesome deal on a bunch of cast iron this week. I didn't know if this was going to work, but I got this cast iron griddle. You can use a normal pan. The key is getting just the right amount of heat on it. So I had a little oil on there. I turned it up a little bit. I let it smoke a little bit. And then I turned it down and just kind of let it sit at a little medium. So what I'm going to do, I've got a little bit of butter. We're just going to get some butter going on this pan, right? I like to do a little bit of a mix. I've got a little grapeseed oil. It's kind of a high temp. It'll keep, when I mix it with that butter, it's going to keep that butter from burning on there. I'm going to get the beautiful, nice golden brown. So I'm just going to get it all over the pan like that, right? You can do this in the pan. So I've got some bread. I took a baguette, kind of sliced it down a little bit. What I like to do when I'm using one pan is I'll take that first piece of bread and kind of soak it right in the butter, and then I'll set it aside. And then I'll put a little bit more butter on for that second side. Just kind of get it all around there, right? Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put the second bread because I've got the space on here. You might have a pan big enough to do it. We're going to start adding stuff. So I like to do some kind of little sauce or little whatever. I looked in my fridge and I was really struggling to find a sauce that's in there. I'm a chef and I don't have much in my fridge. I barely ever eat at home. But I found this cute little jar of apple butter that a friend had gave me a long time ago, and there was about a tablespoon of it left. I had a little bit of garlic aioli left over. I mixed them together, so I've got an apple butter, garlic aioli. I'm just gonna do a little spread, just a tiny bit, kind of on each side. Now the key here with this is to watch your bread. You're looking, the biggest key is that you want a nice little evenly browned, toasty, yummy bread. So you want to watch that. Sometimes I'll pull it up and say, yep, it's getting a little brown. I want to make sure the heat isn't too high on it. If it is, I might even just move the pan off for a second and reduce the heat. That's the trickiest part. So we're just going to start layering some cheese on there. Yeah, look at that. All right, a little cheddar. I've got a little bit of a sharp cheddar that I'm using here. I like to use 2 different cheeses. Now, 2, maybe 3 even, kind of mix it up, get a bunch of different flavors going on there. Maybe sprinkle a little blue cheese in, something like that. Also, I like to do a little grilled tomato. So I got a nice little Roma tomato, perfectly ripe Roma tomato here. I'm gonna grill it for just a second. So we got these, slice it up, nice and thin. I'm gonna throw a little bit more butter on my pan here, and I'm just gonna kind of grill up these tomatoes. Yeah, now I got a little bit of smoke coming off the pan, so I'm just gonna double check. Yep, make sure. So I'm getting nice and brown on this piece. Might want to flip it over or flip it around. See, I've got, looks like this little spot on my pan is a little bit hotter. Flip it around, make sure I'm not gonna burn it. We're getting a nice toasty golden brown though. I went out for breakfast the other day and it was amazing. Indoor dining is awesome. Had an amazing brunch at this place, and I had a huevos rancheros, and it came with this shredded beef short rib. And I have some of that meat a little bit left over, so I warmed it up in a pan, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of this shredded beef short rib in here, kind of really making it into a meal here. This is not your mom's grilled cheese. All right, so we got this little bit of beef. Beautiful. I've got also some, I just love it, avocado. I've just got a nice little avocado that I peeled here ahead of time. We're just gonna get some nice little slices. Now, I like having a little avocado that kind of warms up a little bit. It doesn't get cooked that much, but it's just beautiful right when it's just a little bit warm. So we're just gonna kind of layer some of this avocado in there. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, this is beautiful. My tomatoes are kind of simmering a little bit in the butter there. I can see it. Beautiful. All right, so we've got our avocado. Again, got my trusty little spatula. Ooh, yeah, this one's starting on this side. I'm just gonna move it off to the side. It looks like this side of the pan is not quite as hot. So that one's getting a little toasty. And just before we get to the final little step here, I'll double check it and make sure. So I'm gonna flip these little tomatoes over a little bit. Might even sprinkle them. I've got a little bit of kosher salt right here. Oh yeah. Pretty much I use kosher salt in almost everything that I'm doing. I might finish some stuff with a little sea salt, or I'll use iodized salt if I'm baking, but for most things I'm cooking in the kitchen, I'm using kosher salt. So, all right, we got one side looking pretty toasty. My seasoned tomatoes are going on there. Now, I'm gonna get some more cheese on there because, why not? Because it's a grilled cheese, right? So we need to have plenty of cheese on there. Gonna get my havarti going here. So, yeah, just slap that on there. And this is quite the sandwich now at this point. So look, I've got it all covered. Now we're gonna take this other piece and we're gonna flip it, right? I think I had a nice little brown. Oh yeah, look at that. So I just want to get it a little close to you guys. Look at that beautiful golden brown on there. Okay, some of the butter, we're gonna just get a little more butter going on here in this hot spot. Beautiful. So now, at this point, the cheese isn't quite melted on me, and this is key, man. This is key when you're doing a grilled cheese, is that you press it down kind of in the last couple minutes and get it nice and toasty, make sure everything's melted. So you can have a little sandwich press. I got this other cast iron pan. It's gonna put some weight on it. Just gonna set that right here. Hopefully the thing doesn't slide off on me. Perfect. So I'm gonna be back with you in just a second. We're gonna check out the crispy gooiness of this amazing grilled cheese, and we are gonna feast tonight. I'll tell you guys what, so check it out. Let's see, let's check the other side, because I get a little worried. This is the biggest thing, is people have a hard time controlling their temp. So it was just getting a little bit too much. That's all right. So I'm gonna even go ahead and turn it down. Take your time. This doesn't have to happen overnight, so move it over the cool spot. Turn your burner down. Let the pan cool down a little bit if you're worried about it. This, I've got all night. The key is get that nice golden buttery crispy. You got some buttery havarti in there, a little sharp cheddar, avocado. Some beautiful stuff going on here. All right, so I'm gonna get my weight back on there. Now we're just gonna wait. I turned it down a little bit. Now I can just get my oven down to, or my range down, just a little bit, and just let it set and get that nice crispy golden brown on there with the heat not too hot. It's been sitting on there low for like 3-4 minutes. You can hear it sizzle, and I can see some of the cheese start to melt out, crisp into the pan just a little bit. This baby is done. We are good to go. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh, just gonna transfer it right over to my cutting board. Gonna cut that baby in half. Check that out. Oh my God. Look at this, baby. Such a beautiful sandwich. Yeah. So we're gonna get a little picture of that for you to start this video out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if there's anything else in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. Isn't that what this is all about, right? I want to teach you guys how to cook. We're gonna have some fun doing it. You're gonna be able to use scraps, whatever, out of your kitchen. You know, I whipped up a little garlic, apple butter aioli, right? You don't have to do shit like that. It's literally, you can reach into your extra drawer. Some of you got stuff like this at home. Yep, little Oriental mustard packet, some honey mustard. I've got, look at this. My roommates eat a lot of junk food. I've got Sonic salsa. Put any of that shit you want on there. Use a couple different cheeses. Try a different bread. Do whatever you want, man. It's fun. It's gonna be delicious. And you guys have a great night. I'm gonna try this baby right now. Ooh, yeah, I can see that little short rib in there. Crunch. Beautiful crunch in there. You guys have a great night. We'll see you next time.